5-4 Friday, 5 ways to break bad habits and form good ones. Episode 98, the Do Hard Things Today podcast. Bad habits equal immediate pleasure and long-term pain. Good habits equal immediate pain, but long-term pleasure. What do you think about that definition, Jed?
I think that's a pretty good definition. I'm glad you're not asking me about my bad habits, because that's a whole different podcast.
Jed, I've heard it said that if someone went in, and I'm not going to name a brand, but if someone went in and drank a 48-ounce big gulp of whatever soda is your favorite soda, or sweet tea is your favorite sweet tea, and immediately dropped dead of diabetes, that nobody would ever drink one again.
No, you're right. Nobody would ever drink one.
But when we go in and drink one, what does it taste like? Man,
it's good.
It's good, man. You have a good sweet tea, man. It is hard to beat.
You get just the right McDonald's Coke.
Yes.
With that mix just right.
And you take the perfect McDonald's Coke and add that with their salty French fries.
Yeah, you're there.
It's about as good as it gets, right?
That's it.
But that's a great representation of bad habits and good habits.
Right.
Of those bad habits are, we know that's bad to do. We know it is. But it gives us that little immediate pleasure.
Yeah.
But then we know long term that's going to hurt us. Long term it's going to and you go out really long term, it can create all kinds of issues.
Right.
But we even know long term, when you look out just a couple of hours, you're going to feel bad. You're not going to, but it's that immediate pleasure. Right. What we're trying to do today in this 5 for Friday is give you some ways to break your bad habits, give you some ways to form some good ones. And the first way I want to do that is let's clear the obstacles. Everybody wants to work out. I think everybody genuinely is somewhat, I know I need to get some physical exercise. Even if it's not something I really look forward to, I know I need to because it's going to make me feel better. It's not. Clear the obstacles then. If you're having a hard time getting up and working out or doing it, clear some of those obstacles are, your clothes. You wake up in the morning, your alarm goes off, and it's like, oh man, you start thinking, gosh, I got to get up. I got to get in my drawers and get my clothes out. I got to find some socks. Maybe I hadn't washed the clothes. Clothes hadn't been folded yet.
Yep.
They're piled up. You've got all these things. So clear the obstacles. If you want to get up in the morning and work out, then set your clothes out. Get everything ready. Get your water bottle. Have everything ready to where when that alarm goes off, the only thing you have to do is literally get out of bed. And get out of bed, and then there your clothes are. And just sometimes it's just that step of, if I can just get my clothes on, and it's like, well, shoot. I got my clothes on. I might as well go outside and go on my walk, or I might as well go ride to the gym, whatever that is. You just clear the obstacles that are in your way to be able to form these good habits. Second thing is, and this is crucial. This is the most important. Identify your keystone habits. Good and bad habits build on each other. What a keystone habit is, Charles Duhigg, he's a guy, he writes a lot of stuff, and he coined that term. And what a keystone habit is something that if you will do this habit, other things automatically happen that compound on it. And what he has found is there are some things that you do. One of them is exercising in the morning. He has found, and he studied people, that if you will get some form of physical exercise in the morning, that other habits, that you eat better, that you're more productive at work, all these things happen. So identify some keystone habits. Figure out in your life, what are things that you need to be doing, that you need to form a habit that are going to cause other good things to happen. You think about it in the same way, there are keystone bad habits. Things that, well, if I do this, what happens if you just really blow it first thing in the morning eating?
You pretty much tank the rest of the day at that
Your
point.
day is shot, man. I mean, you you feel bad, and then you feel bad. So it's like, well, I need to stop and get another Coke or tea. I need to, well, it's lunchtime. I'm gonna eat bad again.
Yeah, I've already screwed up. Might as well keep going.
No need going to the gym today because I've already screwed that up. I'll do it tomorrow. And then, so it's these things compound on each other. So identify these keystone habits, good and bad, good ones that you need to implement in your life, bad ones that you need to eliminate from your life, and start there. Next thing is make bad habits hurt. Number 3, make bad habits hurt. Social media, snacking, snooze. And I'm not saying social media is necessarily a bad thing. The overconsumption of it is a bad thing. That's a habit that we get into of every time we stop our car, every time we get a break, anytime we automatically pick up our phones, and that's a habit that we get into, and that'll just suck all of our time away. So make these bad habits hurt. What do you need to do? Some people have said, man, I'm going to drink I'm not going to give up my sweet tea. And so they'll make themselves, all right, every time I drink a sweet tea, I have to do 25 push-ups. And that sounds crazy, but sometimes it's like, I don't feel like doing 25 push-ups right now.
Right.
So I'm going to skip that sweet tea.
Let's make it a water.
Yeah, let's make that a water. You make those things hurt. One of the absolute worst, we talk about those bad keystone habits. You know what? One of the absolute worst habits that people have, and we all struggle with it at times, is hitting snooze.
Man, yeah.
Think about it.
I hate it.
Hey, when you set your alarm at night, what are you doing?
You're telling yourself what time you're going to wake up in the morning.
You're telling yourself what time you're going to wake up in the morning. So when you hit snooze, the very first thing you're doing that day is you are not keeping a commitment you made to yourself.
Correct.
And then that puts you behind. And you have already subconsciously, you've made a decision that, hey, it's not important. I said this was going to be important. I said I was going to get up, and I'm not getting up. I'm not keeping a commitment that I made to myself. Well, do you think that's going to generally put you in a good spot for your next decisions? No, it's not. It's not. So make that hurt. If you hit snooze, make there be a punishment for that, where you tell yourself, if I hit snooze, then this is going to happen. Then I'm losing this for the day, or whatever that may be. Make bad habits hurt. Next thing, setting goals is overrated. Weren't expecting that one.
No, that's different.
Why would setting goals be overrated?
I'm going to guess that the focus becomes the goal and not what you're doing.
Yeah. How easy is it to set goals?
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy,
just
right?
Write it down.
Yeah, you just write it down. Hey, I want to. You know what? I'm going to lose. And that's why resolutions are worthless. You do New Year's resolutions. I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year. I'm going to write it down. We feel all good because we made. And you know what? We'll write that down.
Yep.
And we feel so good about it. We'll go out and celebrate and have a huge meal because we have set goals. Yeah, you need to have goals. Don't mishear what I'm saying. You need to have goals, but developing habits, that's where the magic happens. Losing X amount of weight or doing whatever it is, getting out of debt, whatever those things may be, those are really good goals. But what are the habits that you need to implement to do that? So when you set a goal, I need to lose 20 pounds. Well, one of the habits that you may need to implement is I'm going to pack my lunch every day.
Yeah.
That's going to keep me from going out to eat, because you remember about removing those obstacles. One of the obstacles that you need to remove is, well, we go out to eat too much.
Right.
We go through the drive-through, or we go out, and it's much harder to control what you're putting in your body when you go out to eat. And so you remove that obstacle and you put that habit in. I'm going to pack my lunch every day. And then on the weekend, we'll go out and have dinner. And that'll be the time that we go out and enjoy a meal out. But other than that, during the week, my habit is going to be, I'm going to take my lunch. And then you're in control. You're in control of what's happening. So that's why I say setting goals is overrated. You need goals. But if you set a bunch of goals, and all of us have done this at some point where you've got all these goals, just think about all the goals you've set in your life that you have not done anything about.
Right. Yeah.
There's just a lot of them for all of us. But if you'll set those goals and then immediately, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds. What needs to happen in my life? What are the things that are key? What are the things that put that extra 20 pounds on? All right, I need to eliminate them. So what good habits am I going to put in place for them? And then identify one bad habit. This is your takeaway today that you can absolutely go and implement today. Identify one bad habit to kill today and one good habit to implement immediately. And I use that strong word kill, of you need to kill it. You need to, it's sitting there and it is holding you back. What is one bad habit today that you need to kill immediately and get it out of your life? And just one good habit that you need to implement immediately. If you'll just do those two things, what'll happen is the magic, we talk about those keystone habits, what'll happen is that bad habit that you've got that you know you need to get rid of, it's causing you to do other bad habits. You may not even know, but it's causing a ripple effect. Over here on the good habit, you put that one good one in, it's going to create this positive momentum moving forward for other good habits to happen in your life. So 5 ways to break bad habits. And this is a 5 for Friday. We love bringing you these little short podcasts that can help you just take a bang into your weekend. Kill one bad habit today and keep it. The reason I say kill is because when you kill it, that means it's gone.
Right.
It's dead. And then put one good one in and let's start marching forward. Guys, remember, everything you do in your life, do the hard things today. Tomorrow will take care of itself.